with 14 saves on the year, 2.73 ERA, a .84 whip. That's elite. Two-time World Series champion. The last two, actually. It's pitcher Will Smith here with you in the GBag Nation. And a good afternoon, sir. How the heck are you?
I'm good. I appreciate y'all having me.
That's great to have you. You like the Stranglehold song, huh? How long? That's been our official show song for 13 years. Will, how long you been rocking with it?
I started walking out to that in 2015, I believe.
That's a good run.
Hell yeah, Will.
That's a good run.
Yeah,
guy.
I love it. My dad likes it too.
Is it true that a lot of guys, the young guys on this Rangers ball club, aren't even totally sure what this song is?
Yeah, not many of them know it. It was Bubba Thompson's favorite. Anytime I'd come in the dugout, he'd always be singing it to me after. He's like, "Man, I like that song." Well, I don't know who sings it, but I like it.
I like it.
Dude, it does get people fired up. We love it too, and we love that you're rocking it, man. Yeah, every time you come in the game, we hear from our listeners, and we have a little bit of a party. It's a fun time for us as well. You know what else is fun is winning 2 World Series in a row. What do you think here, Will? Are we good enough to get you 3? What do you say?
Yeah, sure. I think we're good enough. We definitely have the talent to do it. We just got to, keep our head down, keep getting our work done every day. Be good teammates, and we'll see what happens at the end of the year. All you got to do is just get in, give yourself a chance.
Obviously, we're having a blast watching you and this Rangers team from, having some struggles the previous seasons. This has been a blast, but do you see any similarities maybe from those Braves or Astros teams that you were on that won it?
Yeah, I think it starts in the clubhouse. CY and those guys have brought in some really not just good baseball players, but really good people. They want to win, but at the end of the day, they'll have any kind of baseball conversation with any young guy, trying to help them out because we've all been in that young guy's shoes. We enjoy being around each other. It's a fun clubhouse to be in. We're not always playing on our phones all day and stuff like that. We play ping pong, we play cards. We just enjoy hanging out and talking smack. So I think that's a huge part of winning is enjoying being around the people you're with.
Who's most dominant on the ping pong table?
Mitch Garver's pretty good, and sneaky Adolis is pretty good too.
Thought he'd have too much strength, honestly.
Which one do you prefer? We saw a lot of the pitchers at spring training playing the cards, where there was Barlow and Reagans, and they got pretty into it. Which one are you better at?
I'm probably better at cards than I am ping pong. John King, the bullpen, we play doubles is how we play. So me and John King will play Burke and Sabors every day, twice a day, and it gets pretty intense.
How's that series going right now? Yeah. Are you getting the best of them?
It's not going well. I hate that I had to bring it up, but yeah, me and John are kind of getting our butts kicked.
Now, how are you with the jokes? How's your trash talking there? Because you can make up for a bad performance.
Yeah, I can let that fly a little bit. It might not be radio approved, but yeah, I'll definitely talk some smack, while I'm losing.
Is there weekly payoffs, or is the settle up periods? How does that work for you guys?
It's all pride. It's all pride.
It's just all pride. All pride.
True competitors. Who is the most competitive, do you think, on the team? Whether it be in one of these ridiculous games that doesn't really matter, like the ping pong or the cards, or out there on the diamond with you?
I think we're all pretty even. We all just want to win. You could take any one of us on the roster, and he could be considered probably the most competitive guy. We got a bunch of gamers, a bunch of dirtbags that just want to do anything they can to win.
It's Will Smith here with you on 105.3 The Fan. What'd you think when the Rangers reached out?
I was happy. I was really excited. I looked at the roster. I'd played with a couple guys before. Some of the coaches I've played before. I played for Bochy in San Francisco. I was excited. I was excited to work with Mike. I was happy that it worked out to come to Texas.
How has it been working with Mike Maddox? We got to visit with him a couple weeks ago, and he's outstanding.
He's awesome. Mad Dog's great. He's still got that old school bone in him, which I love. But he understands the new side of the game with the iPads and the numbers. But he does a good job of talking to each individual guy. The way he he makes it easier for us to understand in our terminology. Like I'm trying to learn the iPad. I'm trying to learn the numbers. So Mad Dog will talk to me a little different than he would, say a younger guy on the pitching staff. But he does a great job with all of us.
We were trying to figure out who gets the most credit for getting you, because it's been pretty clutch that you came aboard when you did, considering how much we've needed it. Is it more CY or Bochy or somebody else that might be off the radar that deserves the most credit for bringing Will Smith to the Rangers?
I think it's kind of a mixture of both. And my agent, I'm not a guy that talks to my agent every day. I never have been. So when off season rolls around, I tell them all the time, like, hey, if you call me, in the afternoon, I'm probably going to be in a tree stand hunting, so I'll call you back at night. So just let me know if it's an important phone call, and I'll call you if I have to. But yeah, I talk to him probably once a week. He'd fill me in, and I'd go, keep doing my thing, working out, hunting, hanging out with family, and then it eventually came together.
How many days do you get to hunt, you think, in the off season?
A pretty good amount. My wife's pretty good about it. She's great. We have some hunting property about 30 minutes from our home. We live in Georgia, so I get to sneak down there a good bit. But now that we have a newborn, this off season might be a little bit different.
Yeah. Congrats on the newborn. But
thank you.
The time away usually does reduce a little bit. Now, when you're out there, are you all quiet, like in a tree stand and in a blind somewhere, or are you hanging out with buddies, or what are you usually doing when you are hunting?
I'm in a tree stand. I'll take a buddy every now and then, but usually it's the guy that looks after the land for me while I'm gone. I grew up with pretty much my whole life. I grew up playing ball with him. We went to school together and everything. So yeah, me and him will pop out there on some afternoons real quick and then try to get it done.
Do you get you say you don't talk to your agent much? Do you talk to your buddy there because he give you reports what's showing up on the land? Did he give you back in the quarter over there, where we walk and all that? There was a couple that were out there. Did you get those kind of reports on a weekly basis?
Me and him will have some phone calls probably once a week.
Sure.
He'll give me the rundown on how things are going, what they're doing during the summertime, this and that. But the trail cams have come so far now too that they're cellular, so they get sent right to my phone. When something goes off, and I can look at his, he can look at mine. We'll share back and forth if something gets missed, if we miss something. So yeah, we do a good job of staying on top of it.
Okay. Have you ever known that there was a day off coming up and thought about chartering one and getting back to your land and maybe trying to get that you saw on the cam? Has it ever been that intense? Yeah, when
I was playing in Atlanta, it was very tempting, but no, I never, I never did that. I would always, we'd go down there and fish. We got 2 ponds down there. It's just a good place to escape. I love it. We call it the Southpaw, so it's my little disappearing place.
And we're hunting deer?
Deer, yep. Deer and turkey. But turkey is during the springtime, so I haven't been able to do that yet, but I go home for the deer.
And then will you cook it yourself?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What a pure badass.
It's called dressing, I believe. Yeah, it's a dressing.
What a beast. We're talking with Will Smith here on 105.3 The Fan and the GBag Nation. So were you a big Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fan growing up?
I've heard those jokes probably growing up my whole life. I did watch it here and there. I've asked my mom why she named me Will multiple times, but she swears he wasn't famous when I was born, so I'll let her slide on that.
Did you get caught in the crosshairs at all with the viral Chris Rock slap? Like, were you getting tagged in things? Oh my God,
yes! Holy cow! I didn't get on Instagram and social media for probably 2 days after that happened, just because it was filled with just dumb stuff, and I'm like, it's not even me. Like, just look at the picture, you can tell it's not me. But yeah, so I'll get Will Smith from the Dodger stuff all the time.
Oh, the catcher, yeah.
It's just a never-ending process.
That's fantastic, dude. Okay, I'm curious about these championship celebrations, these parades and stuff. We just saw Nikola Jokic act like he didn't care about celebrating a championship, and then he got to the parade and he realized it was one of the most euphoric moments of his entire existence. Like, how awesome is a championship parade? You've done 2 of them now.
They're pretty incredible. To see a whole city, a whole almost city state come out just to watch guys ride on a bus is pretty incredible. And then, they start launching adult sodas at you, and you start catching them, and it's just all downhill from there. But it's a lot of fun.
Which one of your teammates celebrated the hardest on one of these championships? Was it a Braves guy? Was it an Astro?
It was probably the Braves.
Okay, just collectively as a team, they were.
I could say that collectively as a team, the bullpen bus for the Atlanta parade was probably it was the fun bus to be on.
I love it. Do you think it's
at our pit stop? We picked up a couple guys. We picked up like Swanson jumped on our bus.
There we go.
A couple coaches jumped on our bus. We're like, we heard this is the fun bus. We're like, hell yeah, it is.
Who's going to party the most when the Rangers win it this year?
Outside of yourself.
Probably the bullpen. I mean,
There we go.
The bullpen usually takes that crown everywhere we go.
Well, we're going to try and get on the bullpen bus with you then.
There you go.
Thank you so much, Will. Congrats on all the success. Thanks for coming here to the Rangers. It's been great watching you play, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck here in the second half.
I appreciate it. Thank y'all for having me.